GoPro memory card's full. 6 o'clock now. I'm going to drive up. I've just walked down there. There's no traffic. There's the lower car park in Banagher Glen. I'm going to drive up the other car park. It's a very narrow. There's nothing to say you can't drive up, you see. And I didn't know, so I walked it. But you can see you can drive up legally, like. And there's a car park just up around this corner. Very few passing places. But if you're not sure somewhere, it's always best to walk. If the nettle's not well cut, you'll be able to see better. But I missed it. Look, there's a wee couple of raindrops in my window. We're just staying first gear for handiness here. The first wee road goes off to the left. Just goes around a circle. Just maybe for a bus dropping people off. That's probably what it's for. But I wouldn't mind taking a bus in there now, like. But a lot of walking you can see it by going to the second car park. So I would say from the second car park, it's 1.5 miles to the dam. From the lower car park and following the wee path. There's nothing wrong with the wee path. That's a nice wee path. If you don't mind walking 3 miles. Or if you don't want to see the dam, walk the path and come back the road again. If you just want a nice wee walk. But I don't think anybody's going to come out here for a nice wee walk. You have to come. Nobody lives here. So there's a wee bit there now to the left. It just goes round the circle. Comes back out up round this corner. See, it's the right bit of walking you see up there, isn't it? Back up to the second car park. I get the chips on now. A nice wee place in there if you got a motorhome. A couple of motorhomes in there. The sun was shining there earlier, so it was. But I want these boys to really run around after. So I'm going into the car park itself. Straight up, that's the dam. Car park goes to the right. It's just be interesting. How far do you get up if you went straight on up? But nice wee streams and all around here. Like, if you want to come down here for a wee picnic, that's a nice couple of wee streams. And there's wee walks and all going through them trees, wee grass walks. I think it's just people have made them. I don't know if they go anywhere. But we might have time to explore them. There's a wee bridge and all over there. So there's the start of the walk over there where I made the mistake. It wasn't there the last time I was here. That's a nice wee walk in here. I wasn't on the turn back. I was delighted to get the wee walk. But I didn't remember it being 3 miles. That's the problem, you see. I never remember this place being 3 miles. It never was 3 miles. They added a bit on. There we go now. I have to park now so I'm going to get these chips on. I might just go down that wee picnic table, you know, because it's just a wee bit brighter, isn't it? It's very dull everywhere else. I don't want to be sitting in the shade. I want a wee bit of brightness. I'll go over here next to these wee trees here. You don't have a place to ourselves, like. I know, anybody comes on out, we can see now. Well, he's down the winch. He wants out to walk again. No chance. Get these chips on now. To cook the chips, put the chips in there. Had them in a wee cool bag with an ice pack and all in there. Keep them all cool. Anytime you put the inverter on, it always sparks. I must have the last time, but it doesn't matter when you put on, it always sparks. There's no way around it. I need to get better leads. See that? Like, there's nothing you can do. First time you touch it, it's a spark. It takes 25-30 minutes, about 25 minutes. You have to shake them every 5 minutes. Last time I forgot, wasn't right. I broke my wee toe. My wee toe's broke. You need to shake them every 5 minutes, so I'm just going to keep an eye on this phone now. I'm going to sit in the front seat and every 5 minutes might give them a shake. I'd be handy if I done them on the street, but sure. The light's not supposed to be handy. The chips is on cooking now. That's what happens after a walk there. Not even fed yet, like. Two happy bunnies. You just have to love them. You always see Luna in the videos acting mad. She's a cuddly girl. See when after she has a walk, she's so cuddly. And we Diesel too. You need a wee sleepy too, right? Yeah, I'm going to get the wee chippies and all shortly, and then we get on for the wee tummies and all them. But you have a wee rest now, pet. You get a wee rest. That's it, boy. Got a wee sweet in my mouth. We'll check out the other side of this here wee bridge. They've been fed now. Had a wee sleep. Aye, right, had a wee doze. That wee place here is badly neglected. I think the problem, the main gate at the bottom belongs to the council. That bit of wood belongs to the ones on the road by Country Park. Never mind what they call them. The dam itself belongs to the water service, water board, and then the other trees belong to the forestry. Yet nobody's looking after this place. There's no bins. The grass isn't getting cut. Just a wee bit here is getting cut. But you can just imagine this place open if they were cutting the bins. There's he's shaking now, like, all the places to shite. And saying that, there's no bins. There is no bins. I've been biodegraded. What's that put for there? Was that for ashes for barbecues? So they built barbecue stands, but they haven't put poop skip bins. Hey boys and girls, I'm going across the bridge here. And they're going across the stream again. This is a nice wee spot here. And then wee trees aren't very old around here. So imagine when they put on these picnic tables, they probably put in a couple of wee trees as well, make it all look pretty. This wee concrete path doesn't look too old. And this bit of mortar fence doesn't look too old. Cross this way, honey. There's people making wee paths in here. So I'm just wondering, like they built the bridge for a reason. I was checking the ones there and you can go right around the whole lake. I was just wondering, would there be a wee shortcut from here on up to the path that goes right around the lake? Now, it's not a proper path, this is rough here, like. At the start I thought it was a wee circle, but it's not a circle. Come on. Where's Diesel? Diesel! No, where's your cousin? GoPro battery, GoPro memory card's full, so I'm using the phone now. Can't go any further with wee Diesel, can't leave Diesel behind, he never goes missing. He was crossing the river here. Diesel! Diesel! He came down across the river, there's over there, we love, a wee man. You don't mind losing Luna, the lunatic, because he's always getting lost, but wee Diesel doesn't get lost. Diesel, me man, did we leave you that way, pet? Come on up this way. Aye. That little one, she told me to do it, you see. Diesel, come on up this way. Nobody likes climbing hills, so the fact that this path's here, and dare I say it, but it even been a wee bit trimmed at the sides, that this might go to the other path that I thought we were going to come back on today, but couldn't find. Well, there could be a spectacular waterfall up here. There'll be streams over there after all. Maybe it's just foreign that, but on a Sunday, not know what's here. Is Luna down in there? Is she, Diesel? Luna! That's the boys and girls. Hey, I don't know. It's gone from a wee path now to what looks like a off-road training course. More of a lane now, isn't it, for a tractor? Hey, not many tractors will climb out there. Not the right height. Still climbing. Oh, sore in the back of the legs. There's a couple of wee paths this side of the river. Don't think they're joining on. Going by the distance, this one's going up this hill. If this does join on, it's a path that goes to the left. I'm not doing it now. Come back and do it some other weekend. Then I wait for us. It's getting steeper. It's like trying to get up the more mountains, that's what it's like. Less rocks, but that's a steep. Look at those rocks. So what I have this week in my mouth for the energy, I'll tell you. A wee bit of sugar's coming in handy. Wee bag of sweets I got at Christmas time, never ate them. They're going to go to date. So I'll put them in a wee tin can, keep in the car. Oh God. I don't think this path's going to be on TripAdvisor. I don't know, but look at this. Look at that. This might be the path that goes outside the lake. If it goes that way, you think it's going to go to a road. I'm going to try this way a wee bit, boys and girls. I'm not doing it today, like, just curious. If it goes to a field or is it a lane? I've climbed some height. Then again, let's be nice in the autumn. I'm probably all mucky. This is definitely being cut with a lawnmower, like, or a strimmer. Somebody's come out and cut this. So there has to be a walk somewhere. It's a long walk, so we're going to come back. Them two's going on, like. This is definitely an old laneway, like. I suppose at one time it led to fields. Now it might be going to the forest. Oh, that wee plant there. Is that a wild plant or is that something like Victorian? Maybe planted a wee shrub of some kind. Yeah, there's been a wee tourist trail at one time. You're almost on top of this hill now, look, there's daylight. I'll find out now if it's going to a forest or a field. Them stones there don't look too old. From a quarry. No gate posts or nothing yet. It doesn't become. It's just a straight lane. There's a big lump of scrap in there. That could be a nice scrap car or something, you know. It's a big lump in it. Could be a roof or something like that. Oh, God knows what it is. There's a turn off there to a field. It's going to fields. No forest in sight there, is there? So why are they cutting it for people to walk? Sure, the farmer's not doing that. That bit there's not cut. This bit here's cut. Does it go through that field or does it go around it? Luna could go through that gate, so I need to watch. Hold on, boys and girls. Hold on. This is a mystery, isn't it? Oh, it's a road. There's a road out there. Big high fence, that folk dumping. That's a road. I haven't got a clue what road it is. I'm disorientated. But I guess you mustn't be able to walk around a circle there without walking the roads, because there's no other path on this side. Oh no, back this way. The man says you can do, but you have to go up a hill or something. I don't want to go on a road. How can you walk on a road? I want to go around the lake, around the reservoir. I don't want to go around half the country. So for what I can see today, there is no circular path that you can follow. Whenever you go through Banagher Glen, it takes you into Banagher Forest. And the forest is what it is, like any other forest. And the roads is there for commercial reasons, to get logs out. It's not there for people walking around. may be able to go on the forestry lanes, go on part of the road and do the circle. I don't want to walk no roads. So I'm going to give up on that idea. Cannot be walked around. Now if we walk down the end of this lane, where does that take us? Let's get into the forest. Saying that's not really into the forest, but the lanes to that side's all fields. But that looks like that steel gate doesn't look like a farm gate. It looks like a forestry gate. The way they've got the thing to stop angry grinders getting at the lock. The wee box thing. But one or two of the trees campsites I used to go to up by Case direction, they had a forestry gate, and yet the local farmer had the key because he also used the lane to get to his fields. And the wee lane that he used went right over the mountain. If you left it open, you could drive right over it as a shortcut. If you were to put tarmac on it, it would be a usable road. There's a house halfway up it, a derelict house, an old thatched cottage type of building. So people did live on it at one time. And the forestry's got all the land around it. The road was never fully adopted by the DOE and stuff, and fell into their hands. So although this is a lane here, it could still go somewhere. I could have been here long before the forestry took over. The young boys and girls went to school this way in the morning, back in the olden times. Before we turned into this forest, there was a road that went to the right as well. They're all dead end roads. You turned left into the car park, but you could also turn right into a dead end place. No, I think we'll go down this way and check this out. Some of these things need checked out, Pet. You don't want to come the whole way back here just to check out what might be 100 metres. Just check it out now. Alright, Luna, go up this way, Pet. Where's Luna? Luna, Mom, we're going to go up this way. We're going to check this out. No, Diesel, we're going to check this out here, Pet. They had it built it for a reason, like. And somebody else keeping a cut on an oil field. That's the end of that. She just imagine now if I didn't look this wee bit, but I've been thinking what was here. So folk must be walking it, like climbing the fences and all. I'm not going to climb no fence, not with these two. But they haven't put a stile there. If they didn't mind people walking through, they put a wee stile. The wee padlock on the gate. I don't want ones. You see, maybe folk was just leaving the gate open too, you know. Like, go somewhere, boys and girls, and it is cut. Somebody's cutting that. Are you trespassing that? I don't know. I wonder if that's a wee farm lock or is that a DOE lock or what? Because they use the same locks, you see. KOSP, and then the numbers on it. So if I see no one of them locks down here, we know that's the forestry boys that put that on. There's a couple more wee paths down here worth checking out. We'll check them out over here. Where's Luna going? Where's Luna going? You see, there's no signs to tell you nothing, is there? Like? Maybe the locals are happy that way. They have the place themselves. Last thing they want is birds like me travelling here, and a few other 100 other people like me travelling here. And they lose their wee quiet spot. They want to keep it themselves, Luna. You can pull them a couple of wee steps here, couldn't they, instead of the side hall? You'd have gone to the bother throwing stones here. There might be somebody living local who just comes down here and walk every day, and they keep a trim for themselves. So that's what I used to do years ago. I used to walk Lucy. I took a lawnmower out to pre-hay and stuff and cut the grass where I used to walk down a wee lane to keep my trousers dry. Because you wear leggings and all, you get brambles and you get tore, and you get the wet trousers wet then, and I had to go on a motorbike going to work. So I got a lawnmower and a strimmer, and I used to keep the place cut where I used to walk Lucy. At that time there was a lot of broken glass around the streets. No more than my plastic bottles. And if there was any broken glass where I walked, I always had swept up. A wee pan and brush and all. If there was no building nearby, I would have picked the glass up and throw it down the nearest drain. Wasn't enough to block the drains, like. But I don't want to. She got too many cut feet. I got fed up down the bed for her cut feet and the time it took from the heel. So I thought I'd no more. Wherever I walk, I'm keeping clean. So that could be the same here. Somebody local who walks here is coming down and wants them off a wee strimmer. So it's handy for him to get here. This last wee bit here is very steep. It's funny the way it is, like, because when we come down there, it's clearly not a lane, like. It looks like a lane. But from that other lane we came over, it's not like one lane turn off. I can't imagine. Like, a horse would have bothered getting up that. Definitely a horse wouldn't want to pull a trailer up that. It could be an old logging road. A trail where they pull out logs. It's not be hard for a horse pulling out logs up there. Unless they pull the logs down the way and out the other gate. But it's just handy for a horse to pull an old log down anywhere along there through the rough stuff instead of creating a lane for it. And like this here now, it could be just soil erosion with the rain. It started off as a single path and people walk, it goes to muck, and then the rain washes the topsoil off and made it wide. But then you think it'd be all mucky down here with all the soil lands, and it's not. Ah, so it must be there. A couple more wee paths down here to check out. Oh, somebody's doing a bit of tidying up there. Well, we'll check these wee ones out now to the left, boys and girls. Somebody's down here strumming, like. Ah, maybe some young cub got a strummer for his birthday. Oh, that one there just goes around in a circle. Hey, look at that there, look, you see, it doesn't just go around in a circle. What's that? Look at that. Hello? That is the big water main pipe. Look at the size of that pipe there. Is it a tunnel? There's that many brambles though, I need to down to the brambles. I wonder if it's just a bit of pipe exposed or is there an actual tunnel in it? Hello? Hello? It's just a bit of pipe exposed, I think. It goes into the concrete there. Can't see the other side. Cannot see. It's just blackness. I've been tempted to think there's a bit of a tunnel there, you know. Because I don't see no wall. Hello? Why would you want to have a bit of pipe past? How do you know, look? It's I don't know if it shows up here or not. Hey, look. That's for water to escape. They must have had some kind of valve there to release water at one time, you reckon? Why would you build this chamber for that? It's a big lump of pipe sitting on 2 iron girders, and the section's strapped on the middle. And it's a big hefty wall around it. There's a wee black beetle down the bottom. How's he going to get out of there? But I cannot see the wall up there. I'm tempted to think, well, there's a bit of a grill line on there. That's one of them places you need a torch again. I need to come down when it's dark, shine a torch. That might be a wee bit of a tunnel there. That pipe, how do you lay a pipe through that hole there? You never think there was, look how deep that is. You'd never think there was a digger putting a pipe in there, would you? How did they get it in? The only thing they could have done was, I don't know, how do you get a pipe in? She's going now that direction there. There's a stream over there. That's a mystery there. But she's meant to be open. There's a big lock there to keep it locked. So that there's been streamed around there. That could be the workers here for maintenance to keep an eye on that. Rather than for tourists there, look. You'd never think there's a pipe so low down the ground, would you? Come on, that's right now, Diesel. And that pipe is lower than that stream. The stream and all is flowing over it. So I would have thought maybe that was the pipe for the drinking water. But it's going that direction. You think the pipe for the drinking water would be coming this way, wouldn't you? Or, I don't know. If I was putting a pipe on a dam, obviously you wouldn't either. I was thinking you'd put the pipe in, now see the water doesn't go, it goes to a treatment place it says nearby, doesn't it? So they're not letting raw water go, it's going to a treatment place. Maybe years ago it did. Oh, that's here now, wee woody part. Elena! Look at this wee woody part now, pet, eh? See that there for a change? That's where the mobile phone might be better than the GoPro. GoPro's no good in the dark. So wee stream's just over there. Funny that one's a pine trees making it. It's all green over there. It's all green up there, and where the pine trees is, it's ghostly. Ghostly. And maybe they come in a few years' time and thin these out a wee bit. You might get a few ferns now growing on the ground there, but as of now, there's none. Lena! You see where they ploughed the field up first and planted them in the high bit? They've done that in Drummanor as well. But you don't get that everywhere. And this ground below me is pretty dry. Woodland Trust done the same. They got a mini digger in and they dug out these sods and then planted the trees up on the sods, not on the holes, so they don't get too wet. This would be a nice wee spot in the summertime. Look, somebody's got a wee fire. That's be a nice wee place for a wee tent too, wouldn't it? Ah, they're a nice wee spot there. I don't mind seeing wee fires like that there. There's no drink cans and broken bottles around. They're not doing much harm. It's kind of neutral and all. You've all this nice wee beauty and all around you, like. Diesel's on the water. Diesel's on the water. Somebody's been creative with stones here. Let's hope it's not druids. You know, some kind of black magic witchery type of things. But what's going on here, like? What's going on here? Is that one of them evil troll things? They magical stones with healing powers. If you touch them, you get a curse. You don't know. You don't know these things. Don't pay against them anyway. You don't know what's going to happen. I think a wee path comes to an end here. That must be where the boys come down for a wee camp, come down here for a pee, you reckon? And ends then. That's a nice wee spot, like. Oh, it's not in for Luna, she's gone. Look how deep it is there, eh? That's a queer wee spot for a warm day there, Diesel. See, I like spots like that there, like it's just where the water comes around and makes a wee hole. Because you see how shallow it is down there, there's no risk of them getting washed away and drowned. You get a proper wee dip. Come on now, wee Luna. Oh, he's like it over here. You see, I've ridden some of the views there on Banagher Dam. There's actually people came here, it says about the bad signage, and they didn't even see the dam. Well, imagine coming, you know, there's two ways up. If you close your eyes and follow the ways up, both of them will take you to it. And they couldn't find the dam. They definitely didn't find this wee space in here. And whenever you score something, a lot of people don't really, like, there's no signs. There's no signs. You see, if us here was Dungiven somewhere, oh, they have wee ferries in here, so there were wee ferry houses. Oh, they have it all marked out and all, wee ferry trail. Everybody be coming and bringing the wee wains. Here, nobody knows about it. They built a wee wooden bridge, once took a hook across, they don't even explore it, I guess. All in a rush. Had to go shopping and stuff. I always like differences when I'm on a walk. I wouldn't want to go on a walk for 10 miles looking at trees like this, but it's nice to see some trees like this for a few hundred yards and then it changes again. I like seeing variation. This ground's soft to walk on, soft and not dry. If you had a warm day now, you could probably smell the pine. That's the end of it over there now. That pipe there has got me interested about that pipe in the ground. Why is it pointing the way it is? Why did they build that thing? The overflow, hold on. The overflow comes out of that pipe, has to come into that stream there. Right and deep down. So the overflow must go down a right wee bit. It probably goes down further than what it would have been. But there is an overflow there. Maybe at one time I had a valve in there. So if they wanted to drain the system or something, they could drain it. And now they don't do it no more because originally when they built that, they wouldn't have had a water treatment place. But the water treatment place is supposed to be here somewhere. So they probably just replaced the part that used to be in there with a blank. I don't want to cross it. We're up the wee bridge here, Diesel. We're up the bridge. I think we've explored all this now. I think that's it now, explored. Back now to the car. I might just check out that bottom lane now where it goes. on that big slab of concrete there. Is that just patching the wall up, or did they have a wee temporary bridge here at one time? You think to get them pipes and all put on, you have to get a digger over here, wouldn't you? Ah, maybe they had a wee temporary bridge. And that's left from it to get the machines over. Back to the car park now. I think that's us now, boys and girls. That is us. Going to the car now, Luna. Where's my keys? Where's my keys? What did I do with my car key? Ah, look at my door. It looks like it's been scraped. I didn't scrape it. Brushes or something. So I polish out, but I don't know. There's a couple of screws there, like. Look out there. I don't, like the driver's side, the passenger side, you understand the passenger side getting screwed? But I haven't had no branches. Wasn't only you two jumping up, was it? I didn't see you jumping up. I think your claw marks will go down the way. Let me Luna in first, pet. And I washed that the other day, unusually, and there's no scratches on it then. See, that's often wonder if the scratches, that's a bit damp there now, like. That's alright. Pull it back a bit, get a bit of the dry bit on there for him. Up we go now. No, no. Oh, Diesel, stay there. Diesel, stay there. No, no, up you go.